Two. Hello everyone and welcome back to McRaeathon. Blast from the past 2000. We are featuring speedruns from games predominantly made between the year 2000 and the year 2010. It's unfortunately that is probably long enough now to be classed as retro, but not in my scope. But just to remind everyone that we are raising money for Get Well Gamers. You have the pinned comment at the top of the Twitch chat there, or you can scooch below into the details. We've raised £169 so far, but if we could keep those donations coming in, that'd be awesome. But before we go any further, just a massive thank you to everyone who has donated so far. It's an amazing charity, and you can learn more about them at getwellgamers.org.uk. But some very, very pixelated, retro-y, Sonic-y goodness with broken hyperlink as we go into Sonic Racing Kart. Linky, take it away.
Hello. So, as you may see below me, the estimate is 10 minutes. I don't need 10 minutes. I need 5. This is a very, very short run because there's only 5 circuits of this game. Because it is a mobile game, if this layout didn't maybe give it away. The game originally came out in 2002. It was a lot smaller, it was for, like, I guess, smaller phones, you would say, and then got re-released in 2007, which is this version. Only in Spain and Portugal. As you'll see, if I go into the menu here, it's currently in Spanish. So I'll try and tell you what it is. This, I believe, is your control type, and I'll show that off in a second as well. This is your sound, language, instructions. I don't know what that one is, I don't touch it. So, let me just... Oh, yeah, the horn. Very pleasant sound. So as you see here, we've got Sonic, Circuit, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Shadow, believe it or not. And as I said, this is going to be very quick. You do 2 laps, first one doesn't count. Time-wise, it's very weird. You'll see when I get in. So, like I said, we have these 2 directional controls. I don't like this top one, and I'll show you why right now. This doesn't count for time. As you see here, I'm controlling, like, the map. If that makes sense. It's very... I do not like this. It's very, disorienting is the word. So we go in here, I use I believe this one says cursor, I don't know. We're going to use this one. So, time, we're going to start time as soon as I select it, so I'll give a countdown for tech. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, oh, there's no music. I'm so sorry, chat. This game is an enigma with its music. The first lap is just a baseline, and after it does what's considered one loop of that baseline, it then goes to half volume. Don't ask me why. Mobile gaming is my excuse. So we go around, we'll do our first lap. I'm scared for when we start our second lap because we might get jump scared. Apologies if we do. We'll find out now. No! Did I accidentally turn the music off? Oh well, we're 4 other chances. But as you see, the time has now started, because we have started I don't know, I guess you call it a flying lap, or a rolling start or something, whatever you want to call it. But this is the only lap that technically counts time-wise. So, you just, like I said, you just do 2 laps. We are playing as Sonic in a kart, there's no other characters to choose from. The only technical appearance is with the names of the tracks, which is unfortunate. I would like to have seen the others, appear as well. Let me just... okay. That's what it was when I was trying to cancel out. Okay, so we're going on to Tails track now. There we go, that's the baseline. So, yeah, this is the only appearance, technically, of these characters, is the names of the track. It would have been nice maybe to see the other characters, but maybe that is possible. Maybe I haven't unlocked them. I did, run the game and ran it completely, and there's no... There goes the audio down to half volume. I did do a full speed run of this game and did play it a couple times. there's the jump scare. And, nothing appeared. There was no extra characters. Not that I'd imagine there is, because it's not like the stats. Not that there needs to be for when there's only one character. But yeah, this is the only bit we get. So, as you can see down the bottom, we also have a low speedometer with a low funny Sonic emote. And yeah, Tails is already done. Now we go on to Knuckles' track. As you can imagine, these get progressively, harder to a degree, I guess. We try and take the quote-unquote racing line. I don't think there really is one, to be honest. I think... I have improved my times, but whether or not there is a quote-unquote racing line, I don't know, you could be the judge, chat. So we do the low zigzag here. We're getting a little bit technical here with zigzags, Not too technical though, that's... We have to remember, we're on a mobile phone. We are playing Java right now. Don't get your hopes up. So we'll come to the end of this one. As you can see, very short tracks. Like I said, I think my... I should have looked it up, to be honest, but I think my PB is like 5 minutes something. Very, very quick to do. And to be honest, like I said, you spend a night playing this game, just trying to get a good time. I think it's a fun way to spend a night. Then again, I might just be sad. I don't know. I like playing these weird games, partially for archival, partially, because I'm just curious in these types of things. These are the types of games that don't get much coverage. And we're already on to our last track, if you can believe it. We're on to Shadow Circuit. So, a lot of twists and turns right here. Very, very sharp turns. And then we've got this nice long straight, and then we go turn, and then I believe we've got this big dip, and yep. So as you can see, it's such an easy game to play. I'm currently playing it on free J2ME. There's a couple of Java emulators out there, but we tend to mostly stick to free J2ME because it's currently been updated. The previous one has, I guess you could say, been like defunct and stuff. There's no, there hasn't been any updates for it recently, like in years. K emulator, if you've heard of it. And then there's the NN mod, which it's like we did use, but we're not too comfortable with using it because it's a mod of an emulator that isn't official and all that. So we're coming up to time. There we go. That's time. Apologies, Tech. I forgot to tell yous. But yeah, there you go. That's all 5 circuits. As I said, stupidly short game. I would give it out if you're interested. If you just want something to do for a night. As I was saying, we use free J2ME if you want to figure out how to set it up on resources and all. I have it all linked on actually no. Is this? Let me double check. I can't actually remember if this is on SRC or not. One of them is. I believe it is actually. Sonic, no, that not karting race. Sonic Racing Kart. Yeah, actually, it there's a little bit of shenanigans, and the game is not in SRC. My time is actually 4 minutes 39. But I have added a ton of resources to the thing, so if people want to play it, it's all there. If you need help, let me know. I can legally give you the game, if you know what I mean. But that's everything from me. Thanks to McRaeathon for accepting this game. I know it's a bit of a meme because of how short it is. Also, thanks to all the communities I just take part in, all the Sonic communities and stuff. They just see games like this and they're just like, why are you doing this to yourself, Linky? And I'm just like, because it's funny. If you want to follow me, you can go to my channel, brokenhyperlink, all one word. I speedrun more silly Java games and stuff, and yeah, that's it. I'll throw it back over to you, Mike.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that bit of Java goodness. It's making me reach for my Nokia 3310 already. I'm sure it's still in a cupboard somewhere for the last 15 years and probably still has 48% battery on it. So thank you for that run, Linky. Always absolutely awesome. And with that, we are going to be saying good night, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever to day one of McRaeathon. So, thank you everyone who has donated so far. It looks like I'm just going to have a quick check of the donation tally. We have raised on day one £169 through a lot of very generous donations. So, that is really awesome, folks. Please do keep the donations coming in. But before we park that metaphorical car into the metaphorical garage for the night, let's just have a quick rundown as to what is happening on day two. Well, starting at around, all going well, tech issues and whatnot, touch wood and all that. Starting at around midday UK time, that'll be around 6 in the morning Central Standard Time. We are going to be having a bit of Flat Out 2, then a bit of Hot Wheels World Race action. Other runs we have coming up include Extreme G3, Trackmania. Trackmania is always popular. Then we have one that a game I absolutely adore, which is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast, and F-Zero AX, where we do have an open donation incentive for you to pick the colour of the car. And then we have Fast Racing League, Driv 3R. Yes, I know that's Driver 3, but it makes me happier saying Driv 3R. That'll teach their marketing team. We have Ford Mustang, The Legend Lives, and then Linky will be back with us again for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing is more Java goodness. And then wrapping off, not just day two of McRaeathon, Blast from the Past 2000, but the event as a whole, we will have more Need for Speed Undercover. But for tonight, I think that is just going to about do it. We'd like to just once again give a massive shout out to everyone who's donated and also to our friends at NSG for not only supporting us here at McRaeathon, but for restreaming it on their own channel. So if you feel so inclined, please do check them out. They are twitch.tv/NSG Marathon, and NSG Spring is coming up next year, April 24th to 26th, so be sure to check that out as well. But we are going to make sure that we get everything all ready for day two. So thank you everyone who has joined us day one. We are parking that car in the garage, but please do be back. We will be back midday tomorrow, but for those of you watching, have a very pleasant rest of your day, and we shall see you then.